Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with a review of S.H.Figuarts Deka Green from, you guessed it, Dekaranger. I know you're probably thinking, oh, Deka Green, he must be from Bokanger. But nope, this is Dekaranger. I don't know where I was going with that joke. I thought it was supposed to be funny. Clearly it wasn't. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this party started. As usual, we start with the box. Pretty much like the others, causing Deka Green to fall over. But it's got its own unique style to the show, which is nice. The main box itself is primarily green. You have this 3 here. On the side, it doesn't continue over like you would think. Instead, it just has a picture of him. It says Deka Green. You got his name right here, the logo up there. We got the logo down here, the show logo down here. You got the like symbol logo here. It's a Special Police Dekaranger. All the little logos and such you need. On the back here, it shows some poses you can get him into, what it comes with. On the top, you just got the police symbol up here and Deka Green Figuarts. So pretty much basically what you'd expect. So that's it. Now you stay standing, mister. As for what he comes with, other than what's on him, as usual, you do get a bunch of different hands. Obviously on him you get the closed hands. You get the ones like I have on him now, which are holding the weapon hands, which this is kind of more for an elegant holding the baton hand. You've got a pointing hand up here, some prostate exam hands, some just sort of relaxed grasp hands, some open hands, some more relaxed hands. Obviously I have his baton in his hand right now. You can get the retracted mode, which will fit on his holster. And then you also have the combined mode to create his blaster right here. And it's nicely painted, as you can see. All the nice details and such. And then I just kind of wanted to get him in a cool pose. This is like a halfway, looks cool, and also looks like he's grabbing something strange down there. So it's really a weird pose in a lot of ways. Here is the baton, obviously, nicely painted just like the rest. Got a nice silver paint there, nice details here on the handle. And let's straighten him out now. I can get him back in the pose later. And then obviously you have this here, also nicely detailed. He's got the 2 holster pieces, which are separate when you pull them out of the packaging, and you just place them here on the little holes that are on the side of his belt. And then you typically latch this on like this. Because of the strange leg pose I had him in, I had to just twist it around so it stayed in a little bit better. And then obviously here you have the piece for the baton to go in and just be all stationary. For some reason I wanted to slide it in there. So you can do that. I'm just going to leave it out for now. And then on the back here you have his holster piece, which also attaches via a hole, and you get the little SP license. And then I just knocked his weapon off, which is very nicely detailed. You can see that it says SPD on it. And then it opens up. Let's get it open. There you go. Opens up to reveal nothing, but at least it opens up. So you can place that on there. I did have a bit trouble placing it on there. Sometimes they have a hard time molding the holes correctly. That's what she said. And it's just kind of annoying. But so he's pretty much the same accessories as you got with Deka Red and Deka Blue, just Deka Green style. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the figure itself. Once again, pretty well done. They did a really good job on the head sculpt here for the helmet. Sorry, I was testing something out. Anyway, they did a really good job on it. They always do a nice job of getting the sort of shine to the helmet here, as well as the shine in the visor. The proportions for it are all well done. I think it looks nice. The overall color of it does look pretty nice. You do kind of have this discrepancy in the material of his shoulders a little bit and the chest, but it's not really terribly noticeable. But all the paint here looks nice. The black contrasts nicely off the green. I feel like he's a little darker of a green than he is in the show. Could just be me, but it looks fine still. You got the belt here, which is nicely detailed. Not much to go over on his legs here since they're all just the same color, other than there's no real paint mistakes or anything like that. He's pretty basic, but they do the job just fine. As far as articulation goes, you have this ball joint here, 360 all range of movement just like usual. Swiveling here, double elbow joint, swiveling at the fists. You got a nice 360 leg joint here for his ball joint, swiveling. You got your double knee joint action. And then you got swiveling at the foot and the toe articulation action. And then as you can see, you have a articulation rather at his waist and chest. And this does break the number a little bit, although not quite as noticeably as the others, since the 3 is primarily located up here. And then obviously his head and neck are on joints, so you can get some nice range of movement. So pretty much what you've come to expect, very well articulated. He does use these strange sort of Shinkenger shoulders. I say Shinkenger shoulders because, well, I'm just trying to get him to stand if I could move the camera, because that's the same mold that they used. Which is these shoulders here, which are kind of like these plates that slide in and out, as you could probably see with me messing with them earlier. And they're just kind of annoying. I don't like the way they're engineered, because shoulders don't go inwards like that, and it just makes for some odd looks in certain poses. Like even right now you can see that little bolt. So I just don't like this shoulder design. I know I'm really weird about complaining about the shoulder joints, but the thing is that figures like the Gokaigers and the Jetman molds did it so well that it's kind of disappointing to see this kind of lesser mold used, but it still looks nice. It overall still is a nice figure. The past Dekaranger figures have been good. As I said, I have not been a fan of the shoulder joints used, but beyond that, it's still a nice figure. It looks nice, the paint's all good on it, you got all the details on there, articulation's well done. I haven't really encountered any sort of like QC issues in terms of like paint or loose joints. It's still a really nice figure and a great sort of representation of Deka Green. And plus, if you end up getting all 3 of the Dekarangers that have been released so far, you can get all the versions of Bridge. So that's really cool. So you can have 3 bridges. It'll be a tale of 3 bridges. Not the game, but so yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, so I feel like I'm just gonna keep repeating myself here. Overall, I do enjoy the figure. I think it looks really cool. I get him in some cool poses. I did enjoy Bridge quite a bit, and I enjoyed Sen, and he's just a cool guy. I'm trying to figure out how not to repeat myself here. But yeah, basically this was an exclusive, so it was a little bit more expensive. So only really get it if you're a huge fan of Deka Green or SPD Green. But it is a nice figure. I just wish that we would use a different shoulder mold in the future, because I think this is like an outdated one, since they have done some nice ones since then. But yeah, overall still a nice figure. If you get it and you are a fan of Dekaranger SPD, I do not think you'll be disappointed. So until next time, make sure you check out the Crazy Toku podcast at WritersRangersRambles.com. Until next time, this is Dawson Rider, signing out.